Good morning, honorable educators, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we stand on opposition team to strongly disagree with this motion today. This House would require political candidates to pass a political competency test in order to run for office. We believe that while the intention of this proposal may be noble, the mechanism is dangerous, also counterproductive to the core values of democracy. Let's be clear, knowledge alone doesn't make a good leader. Furthermore, public distrust is not caused by uneducated leaders. It's caused by corruption, lack accountability, and inequality. None of them, those problems are solved by a test. Let's first clarify what this motion. The government wants to fix politics by filtering who gets to run the office based on a test and prior jobs experience. But the right to lead is not earned by a test score. It's earned through the trust of the people. Politics is not a job interview for a CEO. It's the process by which communities choose who represent their needs. We understand the government might say, don't we want a competent leader, or is not this about quality control? And we agree about that. We agree we want competent leader. But we strongly disagree that the best way to get there is by requiring political candidates to put standardized tests and forcing them to have professional work experience. Because in reality, this doesn't ensure competence. Alright, here is rebuttal to government argument. First, government say this policy is about fulfilling the government social contract, that citizens give up some freedom in exchange for good governance. But here our response. This motion breaks the social contracts, not upholds it, because the democracy is built on the right represented, not just by the most not the most educated or experienced, but by those who understand your life. For example, a farmer in a rural village doesn't need a candidate with a PhD in economics. They need someone who understands farming life. And also, high education and experience don't guarantee moral integrity. So many highly educated politicians have pushed harmful policies and corruption. And also, tests can never measure character, compassion, and connection to the people. You can pass a test, but still be elitist, corrupt, and disconnected. Competency will not solve problem like that. A piece of paper doesn't make someone a good leader. Second, better participation. Government claims the system prevents populism and extreme rhetoric. They argue this policy will increase trust and voter participation. But we strongly disagree. The system tells ordinary citizens, you are not qualified to lead. Imagine growing up in a rural village, organizing for your community, and dreaming of running for office. Only be told you are not smart enough because you are not passed the exam. It was political nihilism. The government thinks tests and jobs experience restore public faith. No, When people see that only the elite can run, they will stop believing that system for them, and that is the true root of political nihilism. The most effective way to restart public engagement is open up the politics, not close it further. That means empowering people from all backgrounds, not just those with polished CVs. Let's move on our argument. First, democracy is a right, not a privilege. Politics must remain accessible to everyone. When you require candidates to pass competency tests and show resume, you send the message that only a certain class of people are worthy of power. This motion creates exclusion system. For example, blue-collar workers who know how to fix local issues disqualified. People from rural villages with limited education disqualified. Activists, youth organizer disqualified. And who's left? The wealthy, elite, and privileged, because they are the only one with access to highly and elite education and high-level jobs. This motion transforms democracy from right into qualification test that's dangerous. The conclusion is the government wants better leaders, so do we. But this motion achieves that goal by securing democracy and reinforcing class inequality. We believe in a system where the people decide, not be panel of judges, not a test score, not a resume, because the power of democracy lies in its diversity and its accessibility and its belief that anyone from any walk of life can rise and lead. That's the world we want to live in. That's why we strongly disagree with motion today. Thank you.